action not too long ago from Ty Dessa, the first baseman, had that 2-run home run. He leads off. But imagine being able to throw a football into the next zip code or catch a 100-mile-an-hour fastball with your bare hand. One's family is about to discover they can do all of those things and more. Michael Chiklis stars the super-powered series premiere of ABC's No Ordinary Family, Tuesday, September 28th, 8, 7 Central on ABC. Inside the store, Little League store, you come up here to Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Two things kids live for. They live for the merchandise and the pins that go with it and the food.
I'm going to leave a few of my dollars in that store before I leave. Beautiful merchandise here in Williamsport.
Ty Dessa hit a home run his first at bat. It was on one pitch. And he looks at a fastball missing away.
And Ty Dessa's uncle was Joey Dessa, who played for the Cardinals back in the late 70s or early 80s and also had a fine career in Japan.
That ball is in for a strike. Yeah, his grandfather played in the Japanese leagues. His uncle played in the major leagues. His dad was an Ivy Leaguer. His dad played for Cornell, so he's got all the leagues covered. The 1-1, that one is lifted out of play.
I'll tell you, he has a swing of a professional. When he gets that front foot down, it gets firm. He understands that the bat plane has to stay in the zone as long as possible, and he finishes high and through the ball.
His grandfather played for
the Orions, which was the father team of the team I managed. They later moved to another city and became the Marines.
Good breaking ball in for a strike. And all of a sudden, Jacob Pate, known for his velocity, is settling in with a breaking ball.
He's made the adjustment, understanding his fastball was not his bread and butter today, but his breaking ball would be his strike pitch. He's thrown quality strikes with his breaking ball.
3 of the last 4 outs recorded by Georgia have been strikeouts from Pate. Chalo Baniaga struck out in the first inning.
We've seen that pitch before, and that reaction time just isn't enough of time for young Hicks to get the glove from one side of the plate to the other. That ball's going to go back every time.
Chalo's older brother Shane, actually, and he did catch that one, played for the 2005 Eva Beach team that won the Little League World Series. But he's not here to watch. The parents obviously are here to watch. John Kide. The ball gets away from the catcher, but it is prohibitive as far as cost. All these Little League teams, the teams don't have to pay to get here as far as the players and the coaches and managers, but the families do. So they do all sorts of a variety of fundraising efforts through websites and local fundraisers. Shane is obviously back at home watching this one on TV as that ball is in for a strike.
And Carl, you really don't have much time to raise the money because you win and you're in, and you don't know if you're in until the regionals are over.
That premature fundraising doesn't go well with people who give you the money and says, "Are you going to give it back if you don't go?"
Oh, by the way, hold it for next year, just in case.
Baniaga's the left fielder. Misses down, and he draws a walk. So we mentioned the support of all, obviously, the families and whatnot, but none of this would be possible without Little League sponsors. So Little League International would like to thank them, and most important, as we've talked about, the hundreds of volunteers in Williamsport, the 1 million volunteers worldwide. Special thanks to Dick's Sporting Goods, Subway Restaurants, and Little League volunteers. And of course, there are coaches and teams' moms. There are the uncles that help out when these regionals are being played. Pitch is fouled off. Big cut from Kiamana Bartolome.
Bartolome looks like a very good player. He's the fellow we saw in right field, charging the ball, making a very strong and accurate throw. That swing at a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, actually a 76-mile-an-hour fastball at this level, was excellent.
Great breaking ball there that Bartolome's way out in front of.
The equalizer. Yeah, that breaking ball was away and slow, and if you're going to time that fastball, it's very hard to adjust to the breaking ball at this level or at the major league level.
Music talent as well. It plays the ukulele very well. That ball is by. It will not come back to the catcher in time for a throw to be made, and down to second base on a wild pitch is Baniaga. How about the ukulele?
Yeah, it's small.
You were a dancer. You weren't a musical instrument guy, or did you play?
No, the only thing I could play was the radio.
Just anybody you know.
And the Victrola when I was growing up, if you know what that was.
Let's not confuse our viewers. I believe I almost fell asleep listening to that. How peaceful is that? How wonderful was that? Shiloh now has been replaced by a special pinch runner into run form, number 3, Ezra Haleski, which means that Shiloh will not be pinch run for again should he get on. But everybody can be pinch run for by somebody who's not currently in the game. Speed at second. This one is going to be lifted up and stay in the infield. Careful, the second baseman, Jack Tanner, calls off Brandon Pugh. And there are 2 down.
Hawaii has 4 extra men that they have to get in the game, Carl. That means they have to get an at-bat and play 3 consecutive outs in the field, where Georgia only has 2, considering Zach Cravens, who was their 3rd extra man, is on the disabled list right now and not eligible to play.
Cody Maltezo is getting his at-bat right now as he pinch hits. Just to kind of reiterate what Bobby was talking about, the mandatory play rule in the league, every player must bat once and play defensively for 3 consecutive outs. The minimum penalty, by the way, is the manager gets suspended for 2 games. And if there's real intent or it's deemed egregious, the violations and subsequent penalties could be even worse. Generally, you don't see that. There are parents who traveled. They've been playing a long time together. Since the middle of June, they'll get in.
And the coaches are just so good at, well, very nice swing, so good at getting everyone participating, everyone to feel like they're part of it, making this a team effort, not only on the field, but in the stands also. The moms, the dads, the uncles are all part of the group, and it makes for a wonderful event.
So Cody Maltezo from Hawaii. He'll play outfield and he'll pitch, squaring to bunt. Then he straightens up and takes a strike.
You'll see many Japanese players put their hand up on the bat as though they're going to bunt and then pull it back for timing. It might have been what Marquezo was doing there.
Ooh, did that one hit him? It certainly looks like it did, and he's going to go down to first. So Cody Maltezo, for the first time, is on base as he pinch hits, and now he's pinch hurt.
And that ball was thrown exactly the place that the catcher has not been catching them. Gets the back ankle. Oh yeah, that will leave a mark. He's staying in the game. He's tough. Benny Agbayani says these guys are small in stature but big in heart, and there he is staying in his game, wanting to score that tying run, no doubt.
Now Noah Shackles got a chance here with 2 men on, the starting pitcher, to do some damage. His team's down 4-2. He squares. Pulls back. It's called a strike. Mentioned Hawaii, by the way, in the West played in front of 13,000. There's over 25,000 who are here today to watch the games that are being played. And really, you come early, you leave late. 5 games today played at both stadiums. Shackles on the ground, fielded by the pitcher. He'll flip to first, so 2 men are going to be left on as Shackles cannot help his own cause. There you go. Plymouth, Minnesota's 1,000. Tokyo's almost 6,700 miles away. Georgia's relatively close.